Hi, welcome to the numeracy 5-a-day answers for the 17th of April. So our first question says, draw the time 11:25 on the clock. Now whenever I'm drawing times on a clock like this, I first of all look at the minutes. So we've got 25 minutes. So that means that the big hand is going to be pointing at 5, like so. And then the little hand, the hour hand, because the time is nearly half past, it's going to be getting towards the middle of 11 to 12, but not quite. It's going to be pointing just slightly more towards the 11 than it would be the 12. So it'd be something like that, 11:25. Our next question, these are order of operation questions, or BODMAS or BIDMAS questions. So we need to think of our order of operation. So there's brackets, orders, that's like squaring, cubing, square rooting and so on, or indices, depending on what you call them. Then we've got divisions and multiplications, additions and subtractions. So looking at the first question, there's no brackets, there's no powers or squaring or square rooting and so on. Then there is a multiplication, so we're going to do that first. We're going to do 2 times 4, and 2 times 4 is 8, and then we'll write the 10 plus in front of it. So we've got 10 plus 8, and 10 plus 8 is equal to 18. Our next question, we've got 10 divided by 2 plus 12 divided by 3. So because division comes before addition, we're going to have to do the divisions first. So let's work out our two divisions. 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 12 divided by 3 is 4, and then adding those answers together will give us the answer of 9. Our next question is to name these shapes. So the first shape, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, so it's a pentagon. And the second shape, well, we've got two parallel lines to the top and the bottom, and so that means it's going to be a trapezium. Okay, let's have a look at our next question. So our next question is about reading meters. So we've got electricity meter, which in January had a reading of 5,463, and in June more electricity has been used, so the number of units has gone up to 5,651. And we've been asked to work out how many units of electricity have been used. So if we subtract these two numbers, we'll see how many units of electricity have been used. So 5,651 subtract 5,463. And when we line them up, 1 take away 3 we can't do, so we'll borrow, so we'll call that a 4 and an 11. 11 take away 3 is 8. 4 take away 6 again we can't do, so we'll borrow and call that a 5 and that a 14. 14 take away 6 is 8. 5 take away 4 is 1, and 5 take away 5 is 0. So the answer is 188 units. Okay, our next question, we have got a grid and we have got some squares that are shaded, and the question says what fraction of the grid is shaded. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares in each row, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of them. So 6 times 5 is 30, there's 30 squares, so I'm going to put 30 on the denominator. And how many are shaded? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've got 4 rows of them, so that's going to be 4 times 4, that's going to be 16. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 thirtieths of the grid is shaded, but it does it in its simplest form, so let's cancel this down. Both 16 and 30 are divisible by 2, so dividing both of them by 2 would give 8 15ths.